Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am running out of words to say, so I need someone to send me over a thesaurus, so I'm gonna say happy you are here today. Today I wanna get back to fun antics, ranking music. This really is one of my favorite types of videos to do because for some reason we don't see each other. I thought we were all in this together, but for some reason y'all never see the vision. So today we are going to be ranking all pop girl debut eras, and by a debut era, most of the time I mean like their commercial debut era. So sometimes it's not their first body of work, but more like the era that made them mainstream in a way. So whether that's an album, EP, mixtape, pick a struggle. I'm also only doing modern pop girls, so pop girls that debuted within, let's say, 1998 to 2020. Like, we don't have time to do everyone. And lastly, by a pop girl, I do not just mean someone that makes pop music, but someone that is like known by the masses. So I have some rap girlies in here. I have some of the R&B girlies in here. We don't discriminate over here. So now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, let's get into the rankings. Okay, starting at the bottom, I have there was a reason, as in there was a reason this was your debut era. Clearly we had some work we needed to do, so that's what that one is for. The one above that I have, as in that was interesting. That was a nice try. Let's revisit and come back with a new era in like 2 to 3 years after we've worked out the kinks. Then the tier above that I have We Swayed. Maybe you had a top 40 single, but the rest of the era we just didn't care about. It came and it went. It came and it went. The tier above that I have Thank You for Your Service, as in the only reason why you're not in the top tier is because it just didn't impact society. Like, you did the best you could. The numbers were there. It went platinum. Great work, great work. But, you know, it just wasn't the smash that we were looking for. Then the final tier, top tier, I have Where Would We Be? As in, I don't even want to imagine where we would be as a collective society if this debut era had never dropped. Like, I don't even want to think about it. First, we have Alessia Cara's with Know It All. I'm gonna put it in We Swayed. I feel like her debut was necessary for that 2015-2016 era of new pop girls. Just like, they were literally like popping up like flies left and right, left and right. So she kind of goes into that category for me. And I've only listened to the album once, and it was when it dropped. So do with that what you will. Next, I have Lana Del Rey's Born to Die. I mean, need I say no more? This could be a reach, but without Lana Del Rey, we would not have Billie Eilish. We wouldn't have most of the moody pop girls of today without Lana Del Rey. Next, we have Tidal by Meghan Trainor. If there was a category between We Swayed and Thank You for Your Service, that's where I would put it. But just because we're gonna put it in We Swayed, yeah, it just wasn't enough. Like, she had back-to-back hits, but I don't know. Do the people think about Meghan Trainor like that? I don't know. So because of that, wait, hold on. Ouch. That actually really hurt. Next, we have Pure Heroine, Lord. Thank You for Your Service. Oh, like, you really had to be there. You really had to be there when this dropped. It was middle school for me. Everyone went absolutely insane when Royals was the big thing on the charts. She was critically acclaimed at 17. The people were calling her a musical genius, a prodigy of some sort at such a young age. Her pen, she was a wordsmith. Like, she was an intelligent girl. Being able to write these kinds of songs at 17. Yeah. I'm a little bit biased. I'm gonna put it in Thank You for Your Service. Did it have the numbers? No. Did it have the impact? No. But did we go crazy on Stan Twitter? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. We have Azealia Banks with Broke with Expensive Taste. Controversy aside, the music is good. If she would just shut up and put out the music, who knows where we would be, but that's not what this video is about. I'm gonna put it in thank you for your service. She was that girl when this album dropped. Like, everyone was looking to her. The music was just so good. Oh my God. We can tell this album cover from like 50 feet away. I don't even need to say its name. Adele's a musical prodigy. Imagine making an album like this at 19. I'm not even sure I could fully spell correctly at 19, and she made a whole album of this magnitude. Wow. Wow. Okay. Next we have Ellie Goulding's debut era. I'm gonna put it in We Sway. With the exception of Lights, I don't know anything else about this album. Did Anything Could Happen come out during this era? I don't think so. Wait. Okay, Anything Could Happen was not on this album. If it was, maybe we would have bumped it up a space, but Lights is a classic for sure, but We Swayed. I'm feeling sexy and free, like glitter's raining on me. Just Dance was never the same after this album dropped. Like, it's just peak 2010 fun behavior at its finest. I love this album. I love this album. Okay, next we have Zendaya. I'm a little biased. I'm gonna put it in thank you for your service. Yes, the only real hit was Replay, but it was the hit of the millennium. Like, I've never met one. You could listen to any kind of music you want, whatever genres you're picking, you're calling, whatever. I've never met one person that does not only just know this song, they love this song. You can come from all walks of life, rich, poor, whatever. You love this song. Even more than Replay, I enjoy Butterflies. Butterflies is such a good song. I don't know why the people weren't there, but that's fine. 'Cause they fool me every time. My goodies, my goodies, my goodies, not my goodies. Okay, next I have Chloe's debut album. This might be a little controversial. Before you start dragging me away to the police, let me just explain something for a second. I like maybe half the songs on the album, and the other half I don't touch. I like, like when I'm looking at the track list, I see nothing. It's blank. It's not bad. Chloe's not capable of making bad music. As much as y'all like to say that she does, she doesn't. It's not in her genes. Like, clearly y'all did not listen to Chloe and Halle music, and it shows. Next we have Christina Aguilera. I'm gonna put it in thank you for your service. This album, obviously, it did the numbers, it did the damn thing, but it was really stripped for her. It was stripped for her and for me. Like, I never listened to this album, but stripped, I played the whole, and it's a very long album, like 20 plus songs. I play it at least a couple times a year, but this album, there are a couple of songs here and there that, you know, I just have in my active driving or just running errands playlist, especially So Emotional. Next I have Camila's debut era. I'm not even trying to be shady at all. I'm just gonna put it in We Swayed. Did she have the hits? Yes. Did it make an impact? I don't think so. Next we have Snow Angel by Renee Rapp. This is another controversial opinion. The only reason I'm putting it here is not because it's a bad album. It's really not. She needs to be doing R&B. it's so very clear that she needs to be doing R&B. All of her influences that she's constantly stating in her interviews, the way she sings, her tone. Why are y'all making her do this? Why are y'all making her do this? It makes me so sick. Like, we really could have had another JoJo on our hands and y'all fumbled the bag. Where would we be? Where would we be? Listen, I know Cardi does not write her music. She has ghostwriters. People say that her flow is whack. She made an impact. She made an impact, I fear, and the album is so good. I've never met one person that's just like, this album is bad. And if you say that, then you're just lying to yourself. Why can't we just be truthful? The amount of times I listened to Ring in 2019 should have been some sort of crime. I'm sure the analysts at Spotify thought my account was broken. I know, they were so sick of seeing me play that damn song. Okay, next we have The Album by Blackpink. I consider this their first full-fledged debut era. Like, yeah, we had Square One, Square Two, Square Up, but those were just like little snippets of greatness. Like, this is where the girls really start. This is where the girls really start. So, I'm biased. What can I say? I'm a fun girl. I love fun things. This album is just non-stop, like, good times from beginning to end, with the exception of Bet You Wanna. I don't acknowledge that song. I don't know what that is. Next, I have Sucker by Charlie XCX, and yes, she has another album before this, but I don't acknowledge it. This is where her discography really starts. I'm gonna put it in We Swayed. Anything prior to her really getting into the hyper pop space, I just don't acknowledge at all. So yeah.
I want that trophy.
You say you can't live without me. Okay, next I have Christina Perri. With the exception of Jar of Hearts, I think she might have had one other hit from this album. I don't remember. It belongs there. I love Blackpink. I love Blackpink. Don't get me wrong, Pink went on to make some good albums, but her specific like production on this album is just so sick. It's so sickening. I listen to this album every single summer. The second the clock turns June, I'm playing the fuck out of this album. Next we have Stars Dance. We're gonna put it in Thank You for Your Service. It was a good first effort. Yeah. Where else did you expect me to put this EP? Where? Quickly tell me, where else was I supposed to put it? I love this EP. I would, in her discography, I would put it at Tina Snow, then Traumazine, then Fever, then Something for the Hotties. I don't really acknowledge Something for the Hotties. Like, that's the order that it goes, like, up here in my brain. Next I have Don't Forget. I'm gonna put this in Where Would We Be? Out of all of the Disney girls, when it came to like a debut era, out of all of the Disney girls, Demi did it best. You can't tell me anything else. She had the vocals, she had the writing, she had the production, she had the budget for the music videos. It was a whole thing. Don't try to argue with me on that. It's not enough for me to put it here. I'm gonna have to put it, yeah. Ariana had something to prove back in 2013. She was tired of y'all clowning her for Put Your Hearts Up, saying, oh, this is a Cat Valentine song. She said, oh, really? Hold up real quick. She really didn't even mean to, but she really changed the landscape of the music industry when this was dropped. She really didn't even mean to. She just kind of did it on accident, like, oops, sorry, I made history, I made an impact. Money goes long like Nia. I feel like people don't give Amala enough credit. Like, I feel like most people, when it comes to her discography, they really only acknowledge Planet Her and Scarlet. Because I know y'all weren't there when Hot Pink dropped. I know y'all weren't there. Next I have Carly Rae Jepsen's debut era. I actually don't know if this is her like first album. Something tells me it's not, but this is what we acknowledge. We swayed. Because she would later come out with Emotions, like where she really said, oh no, I'm here to stay. I don't acknowledge this album. I was just listening to What You Waiting For an hour ago. Literally not even 60 minutes ago, I was listening to What You Waiting For and I was jumping off the walls up in this place. There was something about the girls between 2003 to 2008, like they hit the ground running. They were putting in endless hours trying to perfect the perfect pop album, and we got masterpieces like this. And that's the problem with society today. Like, we're not putting in the groundwork. We're just trying to make cute little TikTok songs. And that makes me so sick. Halsey's just not a person I pay attention to. I know she's going through a lot right now, prayers to her, but she's not someone that I really pay attention to. She's a singles girl to me. I'm also very biased because I love me some Zara Larsson. Y'all need to give that girl her due diligence. I have a whole video talking about why she should be a main pop girl. Go watch that. But the hits on this album back in 2017, there was something about the pop radio. It was just nothing but fun. I don't acknowledge Never Forget You. I'm pretty sure if I were to listen to it again, I would probably go into some sort of hypnosis state, but not in a good way. However, Ain't My Fault is my go-to gym song and go-to driving song when it's sunny outside. I love the way it makes my car gyrate from the speakers. What a song. This is also an album that belongs up here. Like, we don't need to go on a whole tangent about it, we know. Okay, next I have Evolution by Sabrina Carpenter, and yes, she does have Eyes Wide Open. I don't acknowledge Eyes Wide Open. I've never seen that album a day in my life. This is where her discography starts to me. So, I'm gonna put it in We Swayed. I never listened to this album. I literally, with the exception, and I don't even listen to them that much, with the exception of Thumbs and Feels Like Loneliness, I don't know this album. This is another controversial opinion. Don't stone me, but Singular Act 1 and 2 are the best songs and albums in her discography. I'm sorry, I'm not in emails I can't send girly. I'm really not. It's not my cup of tea. She put crack in Singular Act 1 and 2. I love a good infusion of pop and R&B. That's my calling. I love dark beats. That's what I love. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. I really don't think we are going to get another debut like The Fame ever again. We're never going to get someone that's just pure like high level of antics and shenanigans that's just gonna make people be like, what are you doing? We're never gonna get that again because this was the standard. Literally anytime someone else tries to replicate something like this, they're gonna be like, oh, you're trying to be like Gaga. You're not Gaga. Give it up, girl. You're a flop. First of all, y'all are very negative on Twitter. I don't know why. I don't know like what y'all are drinking in y'all's coffee, but please fix that. We're never gonna get this again. And that makes me so sad because I wasn't old enough to actually appreciate this in real time. I think I was like 7 when she dropped this. So what was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? I'm gonna put this one in Thank You For Your Service too. Oh, I went through little phases in high school. And by the time this album dropped, I was in my quote unquote emo Tumblr phase, you could call it. I ate this album right up. My family was sick of me. My family was absolutely sick of me like having aux in the family car. They took it from me because I was always playing Dollhouse. I was always playing Sippy Cup. I'm sorry, but what did you want me to do? It's excellence. I know it's fun to, hate on J-Lo and whatnot, so I'm not even trying to like jump on that by doing this, but now, when she came back with J-Lo, what was it, 2001 or 2002? Now we can start talking about greatness. Even though she didn't sing probably 70% of that record, The songs are still good. I consider Can't Be Tamed Miley's actual debut era. Like, yeah, there was like Meet Miley Cyrus on side B of Hannah Montana 2, but we don't count that. This is her actual debut era. I'm gonna put it in Thank You for Your Service. It laid the groundwork for what would come bangers. Like it was a little teaser, like, ooh, let's see if y'all can handle this. And we still couldn't handle this. But you know, she did what she needed to do. I think enough time has passed from this album, because when this album first came out, I was a hater of Dua Lipa. I'm so sorry. I was a hater of Dua Lipa. Like, I wasn't very nice when this album came out. But enough time has passed where I actually very much appreciate this album, especially for the summertime. I'm gonna put this in Thank You for Your Service. I was not the intended audience by the time this album dropped. If I were 16, 17, I would have ate it right up. This would have been right up my alley, but I was already, yeah, I think I was already in my 20s. Nah. I was in college. I was in college by the time this album came out, so it just wasn't for me, but I can respect the impact for sure. I've never even actually listened to this album. I just know the hits, so I'm just gonna put it there. I'm biased. What do y'all want me to do? What do y'all want me to do? You want me to be objective when it comes to Tinashe? Please. Forget about 2-1. Just forget about that for 1 second. The rest of this album is just gold. Like, feels like Vegas. I can't sit still and look. I almost got into a car accident because I was playing Feels Like Vegas. I was jumping up and down and I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings. Or even how many times with Future, like, I might just have to listen to this album again. Honestly, for a debut era, like, obviously Britney did the numbers, like, but it's not even like, let me rank this first. I'll be dumb to not put it here. Obviously, it's not truly how I feel, but I'll be dumb to not put it here. But as far as Britney's like albums go, I would say it's Britney, In the Zone, Blackout. In the Zone and Blackout kind of like tie depending on my mood that day. Then I would put Oops, Femme Fatale. Then I would put Baby. And I don't acknowledge Britney Jean, so we're gonna X that out. And then Glory. So yeah, based on how I feel, like, I would put any other album like way beyond that, but you know. Sit yourself down, cause you know I'm gonna stay. Boy, you better listen to the words I say. I'm gonna put Music of the Sun and We Swayed. It's not even bad. I actually do enjoy most of this album, especially if there's a thug in my life, you know, but yeah. I might actually have to put this one up at the top. We don't need to discuss. We know why it's there. I'm gonna put this in Thank You for Your Service. She was definitely needed while we were in the heyday of like bubblegum pop. She was definitely needed for, you know, the angsty teens, the not like the other girls. It was a little bit much, like she was doing a little bit much, but the music was still good. Don't stone me, but we're gonna put DNA and Thank You for Your Service. We as a collective know it's not their best album. It's not even top 3. Like, we know this. We know this. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Is this Anne Marie? I think so. Is that Anne Marie? I only know a couple songs from the album, so there you go. I'm gonna put this one in O too. Like, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. G-L-A-N. We're gonna put it in Thank You for Your Service. I mean, it was a good first effort. Do I think Kelly should be doing more of R&B? Absolutely. She has the voice for it. I'm gonna put it in Thank You for Your Service. Like, this is, if you want to think about 2014, just listen to this album. Like, it's peak 2014 culture. Like, it's so fun. It's so fun. Hey guys, so I made the very weird decision to not include Jaguar by Victoria Monet, and I'm honestly quite perplexed by my decision making as of recently, and I don't like it. I do not like it one bit, so I'm gonna talk about it just for a quick second. Jaguar 2 not only healed me, but it's the only reason I survived the COVID era. Yeah. So it needs to be mentioned for sure. And just going off the top of my head, we are going to be putting it in thank you for your service. Like, there's no doubt about it. So just needed to mention that. I would also put this in where would we be? Is it comparable to the other girl groups' albums here? No, it's not, but it was a moment in time, so we have to put it there. Too low?
Too velo. Period.
There's no debate. 2017 was an absolute shit show when it came to music, but you couldn't meet one person that wasn't constantly playing this album. There's a place downtown where the freaks will come around. Okay, these are my rankings. I'm actually shocked I didn't put anything in the bottom tier. Personally, I think I was being a little bit nice here, and I was also very biased, but you know, obviously most of them are in the top 2. Like, come on, the pop girls do not know how to make bad albums. They do not know how to flop, especially when it comes to their debut. So I actually like this. I think it's pretty good. That is the end of today's ranking. Let me know what you thought of them down below. And please, people, please, no commotion in the comments. I see you guys scrapping and whatnot. This is a safe space. And please remember, these are my rankings, not our rankings. If you like this video, let me know by giving it a like and subscribe to this channel. We're almost at 10K. And also, I need you to check out some of my other videos. It helps with the engagement and whatnot. And they're also quite fun. So please go enjoy yourselves. I really want to thank all of you so much for watching. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Maybe. I don't know. Bye.